the fuck, man? Ah, it's you, man. Welcome to Cyprus, man. Come in. Testosterone stays high. Today, we smash, as Habib said. Today, we're gonna talk a little bit about why Cyprus, why this is my residence, and why my holding company is in Cyprus. When you start a company, should you immediately think about how can I optimize my taxes and pay 0% or whatever? Do I even pay 0 or is it more? So we're gonna talk about all of these questions and why I left Germany to be in Cyprus and also in Poland. And now we need to go for a hustle session, so we go to the beach bar. The most productivity-inducing space in the world. And we can lock in, we can start our winter arc. I work exclusively on my smartphone. I'm now in full CEO mode where I don't almost never use my laptop. Just like very few days, I would say like 2 or 3 days per week I need to use my laptop. Then we'll go for crazy run, like really fucking like David Goggins style. We will end at a beach outdoor workout station. We can really make sure the testosterone stays high until when we then transition into having meze at a nice local place, so you guys understand why the food in Cyprus is so fucking tasty. Let's go!
And there's so many reasons why I left Germany. I think if you're young and you're kind of ambitious, then maybe Germany is not the best place for you right now. There's just politically, economically, social-culturally, there's so many problems and such a wrong mindset. Most of the people that I know, most of the business owners, most of the like ambitious guys, young people with big dreams who are based in Germany, none of them is optimistic about the future. Because optimism is the basis of like everything that keeps a society together. Then you have two options. Either you stay there and you complain for the rest of your life, or you take things into your own hands and you fuck off. That's exactly what I did.
Okay, давай. Давай. Start the rental. It's like motorcycle but gay. No homo. Now we talking, brother. Now we talking. This is the productivity place, man. This is where empires are being built. In 9 minutes, I have a meeting with my German management team. So we talk about existing clients and existing productions, as well as new clients, new leads. Just a quick update, basically 20 minutes, and we do it twice a week. It's a nice rhythm, you know, to kind of always be updated and stay productive. More than that is too many calls. And less than that, if you just have one call per week, for me personally, I think it's not enough. Yeah, and then we'll just stay here a bit, drink coffee, lock in, do some good work. When we were talking about working together, one of the hiring criteria that was important for me was when we first went to have coffee together and you wanted to have black coffee. So I immediately knew there's some level of toughness to you. Some minimum threshold that you passed. That's when I thought, fuck, I need to work with this guy, man. NH. Now we can talk a little bit about Cyprus. Why Cyprus? Why not Germany, for example? If I would be completely independent, I would probably never start a company in Germany. For example, for my other business, it's not based in Germany, but we have a production company which produced, for example, for German television. So when you produce for German television, or when you work with some very big German clients, they want to see that you have a German company, because for them it creates trust and so on. For me and my co-founder, who also lives in Germany, so for him it's like a very obvious choice to have a German company. Didn't really think about any other options, because yeah, we need to have a German company. But what you can do, what I did in order to take myself out of the German system as much as possible, is I started a Cyprus holding company. So this holding company owns the German company, and for example, dividends that are paid from the German company to the Cyprus company are tax free, completely tax free. And then here in Cyprus you also pay a very, very low personal tax rate, very low. And then you can afford cigars like this one. So let me get one thing clear. I am half German, right? Half German, half Polish, which is officially the best creation racially possible in the universe. Half German, half Polish. Those are really alpha genes. Of course, I still love Germany, right? My family is there, my friends are there and so on, but there's so much wrong. Most obvious thing is probably taxes, right? You pay like half of your money just goes to the government. And then listen, if you would pay half of your money and then you live in the best country on earth, you know, like the streets are of gold, there's just beautiful people around, smiling, everything is modern, clean. Yeah, okay, then maybe I would like to pay half, right? But Germany is like a luxury priced restaurant that looks like a kebab store. You get the kebab, but you pay for it as if you would eat in a 3-star Michelin restaurant, which doesn't make sense. Second thing is, besides taxes, and I don't think this is super controversial anymore, and if it is to some people, I'm sorry, migration. Just did a bad job in terms of migration, and there's like enough nations out there that are looking at Germany as a very bad example of border policies, immigration, integration. When I returned from Poland to Germany to visit my parents, to see friends, for me it's always a small shock of what happened to my country. The third thing is this anti-capitalist sentiment. You know, there's like so many, especially some of the young people growing up, and they're like, you know, we need more taxes and we need more government and more control, and all these billionaires, they're evil, right? That's just a very simplistic mindset. I don't vibe with that at all. I'm a pure capitalist, 100%. And then the nice thing is you can always leave. But actually you can't always leave. After a couple of years, okay, I want to fuck off, right? I'll just close my company here and start open it somewhere else. No, you have Wegzugsbesteuerung, which means move away tax. German government will look at your company, they will estimate how much money it would have made over the next couple of years, and they will put a tax on that, and you need to pay it now. It's not like you pay it over the next years, but you need to pay it now, which means oftentimes you have like a company that makes like $1 million or so, and you need to pay millions of taxes right now just to be able to close and fuck off.
When the grandpa drink a cappuccino too late.
Every day, sports. Man, it's fresh, no? This is the winter arc. No problem, here. Okay. My Thai coach taught me this as a warm-up, which is good. Not a warm-up, but it's like a good stability and stretching exercise. First is Okay, we just finished running. It was a solid session, I think 40 minutes or so. Now we need to grab some food. The problem is, now it's like 11 p.m. So in Cyprus, that's the thing, you know, at 11 p.m. not many restaurants are open still. Island life is more relaxed. People are more like chilling, you know, more like this. This is the typical Greek or Cypriotic inhabitant. But there's still one nice place where we can go. And we'll go there. We will eat all the meat that they have. Actually, I also still need to talk about the cigar. The cigar, just to like close this topic now, because for sure I'll forget about it, okay? Anything that's not a cigar usually is unacceptable, right? But these moods, the taste is amazing. I really don't enjoy any cigarettes or whatever. It's horrible, but these moods, if you smoke them, they have this very caramel-like taste, which even you, if you have no clue about cigar taste and you're like, it all tastes the same, even you should be able to taste that. So I'm not advertising for tobacco here, but maybe you should try. Let's go. Let's go. When I came from Shanghai, living there for a couple of years and doing business there, I was asking myself, where should I go next? And then for 1 year, more or less, I roamed around. I was in Miami, I was in Zurich, I was in Warsaw, and I was thinking about what to do next. And then I liked Warsaw the most. It was cool. Also, the US is amazing, but the US is just harder to immigrate to. How did Cyprus come about? So I had to open a company in Germany, right? Because my co-founder lives there and it's just, we have German clients and so on. I got in touch with a guy called Christoph Heuermann, who is an expert in terms of not paying taxes. He has traveled to all countries in the entire world, and that was his like big goal, so he achieved it. And he basically advises individuals on their tax strategies. And he's literally like, you wake him up and you ask him what's the tax, corporate tax rate in Azerbaijan, he will tell you. Decided for Cyprus because, look, it's European. So it's not like some Dubai or Cayman Islands or whatever weird structure where like everybody that sees that on paper is like, what the fuck is this, right? But Cyprus is still Cyprus. It's European Union and you have a lot of proper companies here. It's easy to get to from Warsaw. Also through the European system, things are much easier in terms of like payment processing, things like that. Stripe works normally, no problems. I'll be honest, it's not like you're in Bali, right? Where like every day you can do some crazy stuff and it's super trendy and super hype. It's more like you come here, there's good weather, it's laid back, food is very good. It's not super cheap or something, it's like normal prices as I'm used to in Europe. You have the beach, you have your gym, and that's it. There's no sightseeing, like crazy places, you know. Yeah, there's some nice nature here and there. When friends come, you can show them something, but it's not like they have to do like a 1 week sightseeing tour. But maybe, Kacper, maybe exactly that is the benefit of it, you know? Because you come here for 2 months, it's chill. You have an easy life, you know. I work the whole day. I go to the beach. I take a swim. I go to the gym. We'll go there together, and that's it. And the way I do it, I come here usually September, October, November, something like that, because that's when in Europe, in Warsaw, the city of my dreams, the temperatures start getting colder. Fuck off to Cyprus. Spend 2 or 3 months here. Get some shit done, and then return for Christmas, spend it with the family, re-energize after all this hustle, this crazy winter arc.
Give me 3 pros and cons of Cyprus.
The biggest pros and cons. Okay, man, let's fucking do it, man. The 3 biggest pros. Low taxes, good weather, nice beach. Very simple. Amazing meze. Like whenever I come to Cyprus, I look forward to the mezzos. We still need to eat that. Like it's so nice, you know. You go with your friends, and they have this culture of, they have this food culture, right? Like you go with all your friends, 10, 20 people. You get like 50 different dishes. You share. You have good talks. It's just amazing. It's just a nice life. 3 cons, man. 3 cons.
Let's go.
Fuck, man, they're gonna throw me off the island after I say that. It's like slow and inefficient, I would say. It's like any like Mediterranean country, they don't have their shit together, you know? It's not like Chinese or German efficiency, you know, but it's like more chill, you know, more laid back. So I have a guy who goes for me to like government institutions or whatever to like get all my shit done. Second thing, it's surprisingly expensive. For example, for my gym, I spent 150 euro per month for the gym. It's like Germans are going to be like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
because in Germany you pay 30, 40, 50 euro per month, you know? Do I care? Is it like every day? No, right? But I like to live in countries where it's cheap, right? It's like, why not? And then the third thing is, I would say the infrastructure is not ideal, you know? You came from airport with a bus, right? It's like, they don't have like a train, for example, you know? Yeah. And I think for a society, one of the most important things is to enable mobility. So if I become the equivalent of Julius Caesar in the coming decades, then I would make one of my priorities to enable mobility for people, even in lower classes, so that they can get anywhere they want at any time. Because it's so important for business, but also for private life to be mobile, you know? You don't always need like a car or whatever, you know? So this is traditional Cypriot bread, and we have just 2 pitas with pork and chicken, and we have another burger. And this is like basically fast food, right? But it's super tasty. At least 2 times a week you should eat this for optimized testosterone levels. And then the other times you should eat chicken and rice, and that's it. I literally think this is amazing. I don't need anything else.
Amazing.
Huh? Like I would not be more happy if now I would be sitting in a luxury restaurant.
Yeah.
You know?
We don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like this is amazing. That's it. This is one of Limassol's, or I would say Cyprus's biggest sites. It's kind of a bakery chain called Zorbas. It's 24/7 open, so you can always go there. And if you look inside, we can look inside. You have also other stuff, you know, like drinks, some snacks and whatever. Yeah, so Zorbas is a national treasure, but also a national treasure are shit gyms. Gyms are so basic in Cyprus. I was looking for a gym, and all of them look like they're from like the 1960s or so, you know, like they've been built shortly after the war and then never renovated. And there's no AC. And for me it's fine, no AC, okay. But in the basement, where it's like 35 degrees, no AC and no ventilation of any sort, that's like for tough guys, you know, and I'm not that tough. Gyms in Germany or in Warsaw is like incomparable, like huge gyms with like sauna, spa, jacuzzi, different treatments, like like different areas for CrossFit, for endurance, like you don't have this here. This is actually a great routine, you know. What you should do is you take your phone and you lie in bed, you answer emails, you check your Stripe revenues and everything. You make sure that your brain is really inside of all this bullshit, you know, and then bam, you take the phone, you put it away, and you try immediately sleeping. It's a nice sleep routine, which makes sure
innovation.
Yeah, because like people are like, you should like read a book before bed or some bullshit like that. No, subconsciously while you're sleeping, you are going to work on all of this shit even more, you know. Then you wake up, fuck the morning routine, just have banana, oats, milk, and get back to work.
What about the taxes?
So to get back to taxes, right? In Cyprus, it's just 12.5%. There's a couple of very important exemptions, tax exemptions, favorable double tax treaties, things that just, make Cyprus so much easier. So for example, if you have a company in some other country and this company pays dividends to your Cyprus company, these dividends are completely tax-free. So it's a way for you to extract dividends from your company, and then you can pay these dividends to yourself, for example, right? You pay some social insurance contribution here in Cyprus or whatever it's called. It's 2.5% roughly, almost nothing, right? A lot of these tax advantages, they count for so-called non-domicile people. You need to be here for a certain amount of time. And the rule is, at least right now, that you need to be between 2 months and 6 months. And now we're gonna take zinc, magnesium, ashwagandha, testosterone, anaba, trenbolone. You go to sleep.